Welcome back to WagerTalk TV. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio with Ralph Michaels and Brian Leonard. We've got college basketball, March Madness, Thursday. New Mexico State takes on Auburn. Auburn coming off a big win in the SEC championship game against Tennessee. Brian, you and I, Ralph, we talked with you too, but you and I talk about this all the time. Storm the floor type games. Now, this was a conference tournament, and it wasn't their home floor, so not officially a storm the floor game. But for Auburn, this was that type of game for them, winning the SEC championship. Do you see them coming in here a little bit fat and sassy at all and take this New Mexico State team for granted?
I hope they don't, because New Mexico State's won 19 straight games. They rank number 2 in the country in shooting from inside the arc, which is something that I like, because anytime anybody can get lucky from 3 and have a big game, but they're very good from shooting near the basket. This is a very good NC State team, or excuse me, New Mexico State team.
But it's one of the weakest conferences in college basketball.
It is one of the weakest conference team, but this is a team.
Oh, God, no, it's stronger than the Big West. Grand Canyon, Utah Valley, both of those teams better than the second and third teams in the Big West. So I think it's not normally lined and people don't pay attention to it, but I think it's middle of the road conference. I think it's very good.
Yeah, it's a very deep team. They go very deep in their lineup, and you take a look at Auburn. They were 8th in the country in offensive efficiency, but 220th in effective field goal defense. So it's not another one of those teams that can shoot the ball, but they don't stop it very well. Interesting for Auburn, you know how far away they are to go to this game? 1,876 miles. I think New Mexico State is in this game to win it, and it would not surprise me if they do get this victory here.
All right, Ralph, you obviously like this conference a lot more than I do. I bet you we could line up 100 people and ask them to name all the teams in the WAC conference, and they would not get past 2.
Well, you have the worst team in all of basketball, Chicago State. They're like 0-28. They're, and you have Seattle, who's playing in the CBI, and Utah Valley. I mean, we're taping on Tuesday. Utah Valley's playing Tuesday night. I actually like them. I almost used them tonight, laying 12 against Northridge. But, I was looking to use New Mexico State. Since they're not normally lined, people don't pay attention to them. They're coached well by Chris Jans. They're probably a top 80 or 75 team. They play great defense. They use 12 guys. I mean, they are as deep as anyone. So if they ever got past the first round, playing the second game in 2 days would be nothing for them. But in this matchup against Auburn, I don't like it, because to me, New Mexico State is a poor man's Auburn. Auburn uses 10 guys. Auburn likes shooting. Auburn is number 1 in turnover percentage on defense. They play great defense by the guards. Those are the things New Mexico State does. So in most other matchups, I could have saw myself liking New Mexico State. I think the line is perfect where it is. We talked about on the podcast, I liked Auburn to come out of the SEC. It wasn't because they were the best team. It's because they were on the side of the bracket with South Carolina and LSU. LSU with the suspended coach. South Carolina, the worst 4 seed there was. So they got to the finals and then beat Tennessee by playing well in that setting. But they didn't have to battle through. It wasn't like they pulled upset after upset to get there. They just had a very weak draw. But I think the line is good. It's a situation where I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Both teams guards pressure. You're going to see the guards disturbed, even picking up before the half court line, and that takes you out of your rhythm shooting threes when you're having to get across the line in 10 and then set up your offense. You don't have much time as you normally do. So no opinion on the game, certainly lean with the under, and I think, again, teams are so like as far as makeup from top to bottom that they almost mirror each other.
Yeah, I was just going to point out when you mentioned that they were very much alike, that would point towards the under, at least in my mind.
All right, good stuff, guys. And the early money in this game did come in on the New Mexico State side. This line opened up at 7.5, went down to 6.5 right away, and we're even seeing some 6s popping up around town.
But that doesn't surprise me, because there's so many people that jump on the bandwagon and try to get those chic picks. Well, they like those Loyolas, they like those Nevadas, and now all of a sudden they're betting all these seeds. They hear someone say, "Oh, this game could be close," and those things start to catch a momentum. But to me, I mean, there's certain spots, there's certain legitimate dogs that can win, and New Mexico State certainly is one of them where it wouldn't even be a shock to me if they won. I mean, they really are that good and that deep of a team.
Hey, we're taping on Tuesday, though. These early moves are what you would consider more. It's not recreation.
John Q. Public, your friend
right.
John Q. Public is
John Q. Public is they're waiting. They haven't got to town yet. John Q. Public's getting here Thursday.
Marco's waiting to get his poker money off those same players Thursday and Friday.
You will see me there. I'll be watching the games and playing poker, that's for sure. All right, guys. Hey, every Monday at WagerTalk, it's $9 Monday. Every pick is $9. Doesn't matter if it's a 5% play. Those plays sell for $30. We sell them for $9 on Mondays. Check it out each and every week. All cappers, all of their selection, doesn't matter what it is, how it's rated, it is just $9. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk TV.